feels to not have what you want. I know how it feels to watch your heart fade away. I know how it feels to have a bitch that you want. I know how it feels to have to watch her walk away. I know how it feels to take a risk to invest. I know how it feels to lose it all in a day. Don't know how to feel, I got some shit on my chest. Tell me where the ops live, I'm trying to express all this rage. Trying to pop another pill, but I know it won't be best. No one here to tell me no, falling victim to my ways. Don't wanna leave, but I will, please don't put me to the test. I done gave all I could give, and it came with so much pain. Sick and tired of being tired, working hard for a check. I could be a one-hit wonder, I'm okay long as I'm paid. I've been working overtime, don't have time to help the next. I pulled up when they called, when I couldn't, they just changed. Tryna hide how I feel, can't let it get to my head. I'm doing good overall, I know how to wear this pain. Niggas dying where I live, I might pop out with a vest from the list, still thanking God, cause he got me through the rain. She know that I'm too real, say she wanna have sex. Baby girl, you know I will, first I gotta hit the bank. They told me not to steal, so I ain't taking no more bets. Only betting on myself, getting rich like fuck the fame. I know how it feel, do you know how it feel? I know how it feel, do you know how it feel? I know how it feel, do you know how it feel? I know how it feel, do you know how it feel? I know how it feel, do you know how it feel? I know how it feel, do you know how it feel? I know how it feel, do you know how it feel? I know how it feel, do you know how it feel? Do you know how it feel to have nowhere to stay? Do you know how it feel to have your bitch play in your face? Do you know how it feel to see your homie change? Do you know how it feel to have your side become your main? Do you know how it feel to get locked up in them chains? Ain't want nobody listen, so no need to explain. Do you know how it feel to get caught up with the game? You was tryna chill, all of a sudden shit went bang. Do you know how it feel when they hate but they fans? Do you know how it feels to get so high that you can't land? Do you know how it feels when your day one bite your hand? At times I gave my last cause I thought we was locked in. Do you know how it feels to be left out of the plans? I'm staying in the night, I ain't hanging with no friends. Do you know how it feels to not wanna take commands? Be your own boss, I'm just tryna make some bands. I know how it feel, do you know how it feel? I know how it feel, do you know how it feel? I know how it feel, do you know how it feel? I know how it feel, do you know how it feel? I know how it feel, do you know how it feel? I know how it feel, do you know how it feel? I know how it feel, do you know how it feel? I know how it feel,